Sean, no audio.
And there we go. Hey, we're going to do it again. My name's Sean Murphy, creator, founder of the Secret Sauce Academy, your self-talk academy, and now live events at the ranch. We've done the journey, the 12-week mastermind. And this past weekend, we just finished up the path where we did some Dickens process. We did some mirror sessions, and we did how to reinvent yourself. So let's get started. Today, the conversation is all about improving your ability to innovate. That's the question I have for you. Are you ready for the change? See, leadership this whole month of September, October, what are we in? We're in October. This whole month of October requires innovation. It requires us to have the ability to see things new. It has the ability to take the bricks that are the building blocks that were us, that are us, that have made us up, throw some out, add some new in, remodel. I was listening to something this morning with Bob Proctor, and he said, you can't paint the kitchen by painting the outside of the house. Kind of a simple metaphor, but it has huge comprehension, understanding, creativity that too many people are wanting to remodel the kitchen by painting the outside of the house. This is why what I do is called personal undevelopment. To develop more, to develop more, to develop more, to read more, to buy another book, to get another tape, to get another tape. Did he just say a tape? How old is this guy? To get another CD. Wait a second, did he just say? The idea is that we need time, we need space to undevelop. And when you learn the science of undeveloping your old story, when you develop the ability to look at a pattern, a habitual pattern that's in your life and realize that's a pattern I've been doing for a long time that doesn't work. That's a pattern that hasn't served me ever. And yet, why do I keep doing it? Why do I keep focusing on it? Why do I stay stuck in that pattern? Because it's a habitual act. It's who you are. It's the identity you have. See, leadership requires innovation. And when you decide that you are going to re-innovate, when you are going to become this new model of you, when you are going to upgrade you, you have some of your core faculties that cannot be changed. We can't change the date of your birth. We can't change the month of your birth. Can't change the parents you were born to. Can't change the way you were raised. What do we have change over? We have change over the future. We have change over what's coming. We have change over what we can become. But too many of us are trying to fix what we're becoming by using all of our old bricks and stones and stories and mortar. We have to come up with some new glue. We have to come up with some new ideas that will allow us and inspire us and invigorate us to move. One of the greatest ways to innovate yourself is through exercise. Exercise forces the body into new chemical factory changes inside of the brain. It causes you to have more ideas inside of your brain. It causes you to become aware. Movement creates magnetism. And how many of you have had some good ideas and you said, oh, what was that idea I had? It's probably because you were engaged in a good speed of thought. You were being provoked, you were being invoked, you were being awakened, you were being poked, you were being stirred. And you went, oh, I got it. Those are your flashes of brilliance. Those are your moments where your body says, I'll give you this one. Yet your memory doesn't remember it. You weren't wired for it. Your reticular activating system wasn't turned on to grab that out of the sky, to grab it out of the universe and pull it into your awareness, into your consciousness. You had these flashes of brilliance. See, that's the universe trying to give you your stuff, trying to give you your pace, trying to give you your path. If you're not on your path, too many people say, I get so distracted. From what? What are you getting distracted from? The only way you can say you're distracted is if you have traction. Too many people are continually distracted from non-traction activities, right? In the business world, in the networking world, we call those things income producing activities. Income producing activities. And when we're working on income producing activities, we can then call ourselves distracted. We can then say, I got pulled away from my IPA, right? You've heard that before, IPA. So now the question becomes, in the first half hour, listen carefully, in the first half hour of you waking up, what IPA do you do? What income producing activity do you do? See, this is where innovation is going to be required. From the moment you become aware that you are in a new day, that God has given you a new day to be inspirational in, to be inspired by, to be awakened through. From the moment you become aware, what is your income producing activity schedule? Most people have that coffee cup that say, don't bother me till I've had my coffee. From the moment you wake up, what is your income producing activity? Listen, it doesn't always have to be about money, but it will always be about income. See, leadership requires innovation. And when you innovate and when you redo and when you revisit and when you restart, you're understanding that from the moment you wake up, you are producing income in your life. See, it's why I started one of my divisions called Mental Profits. Your thoughts create your income. How's your balance statement? See, everybody talks about they want balance. Everybody talks about they want peace. I want joy. I want happiness. I want freedom. I want financial freedom. I want material freedom. I want all of this freedom. I want good relationships. See, this idea of balance is BS. Oh, it's that one, but it's the belief system of balance. I have friends who are going to go on a 90-day run. A 90-day run, they're going to run for 90 days. 90 days, you tell your family, listen, I'm going to be gone for 90 days. I'll be here, but I won't be here. I'm going to do something, but you won't know it. I'm going to do something that may cause me to be a little agitated, a little frustrated, a little filled with anxiety, cause me to want to double down, dig in, dive deep. For 90 days to have freedom. You want to have 90 days to have freedom? 90 days will change your life. 90 days, you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. The challenge is most people won't innovate the next 90 days, so therefore they'll be stuck for the next 90 years. Are you ready to have a 90-day run in you? Do you have 90 days in you? Do you have 90 days to cross the finish line and say, glad I did instead of wish I would? See, today, let me let you in on a little secret. Let me let you in on a secret. Can I let you in on a secret? Here's the secret. You ready for the secret? Here's the secret. The secret is today is the end of a 90-day run you just had. What? Here's the end of a 90-day run. Today is the end of a 90-day run. And guess what tomorrow will be? Tomorrow will be the end of a 90-day run. So today could be the last day of your 90-day run of tomorrow. See, you've been alive for 90 days. And if not, then you need to be on the Guinness World Book of Records, like you are the youngest individuals who ever figured out how to turn on a Zoom. You follow me? Today is the end of a 90-day run. Well, I didn't plan on a 90-day run. No, your 90-day run is called life. And when you innovate yourself into leadership, and when you innovate yourself into legacy, and when you innovate yourself into living, every day is a 90-day run. You don't always have to be on, but you are always in the run. Whether you choose to be on or not, that's your job. The reality is that you're in a 90-day run. You're in a run to the ultimate finish line. The ultimate finish line is called a grave. It's called the last day of your breath. And if today was the last day that you were breathing and you look back at your life and say, man, I did it all, or holy crap, I got to get my ass in gear. It's one of those two. We live in such an ambiguity. We live in such an averageness. We live in such a temporariness. We live in such of a short-lived success mindset that I can promise you, if any one of you passed yesterday and you looked back on your days and you said, man, I crushed it, there'd be very few, if any of you, including myself, who would say, you know what? Yeah, I did it. I'm good. I've left my legacy. How old do you have to be? Here's the tough question. You ready for innovation? Here's innovation. You ready to innovate yourself? Here's a new way to look at things. You ready to look at yourself in a new way? Here it is. Tell me how long you have to live to leave a legacy. Yeah, see? Interesting answer. How old is the requirement to leave a legacy? My brother William lived 14 hours. 14 hours he's left a legacy that might make it through my son Mason. There's not a real big reason for him to talk about his Uncle William. Uncle William lived for 14 hours. But he left a legacy, he left a mark in my world. I didn't know him. I was still a baby. But the stories I've heard, the 14 hours that he existed, he gets talked more about than some people who lived 4 decades, 5 decades. I don't know that he knows he left a legacy. So I'll ask you again, how old do you have to be to leave a legacy? Yeah, in the VIP chat, they typed in impact. See, most people are searching for fame versus impact. Fame versus impact. Fame is I've got 30,000 followers. Impact is if the 30,000 followers acted on every post. Oh, yeah, but that's not normal. Then you've got too many friends. So what's your impact? You want to innovate leadership? What's your income producing activity today that will leave a legacy? What's the lesson? What's the word? What's the wisdom? What's the wish? What's the want that you will serve another human being for today that will impact their life? See, when you truly understand the leadership lessons that you have to offer, with the leadership lessons that you've been served with, you will make a difference. So how do you decide what's an income producing activity? You got to cut out the BS, the belief system, and maybe that other thing too that usually goes by BS. You have to make a decision. Is your energy worth it? See, you're trading your life today. The time you spent sleeping was traded for your goals. The time you are awake right now is traded for your life. If you knew this was the last 12 hours of your life, would you do something? Might you do something? Is there a chance you would do something different? Is there a chance you might call more people and tell them you love them? Is there a chance that you might mend some fences? And not for you, not for them, but for your legacy. See, leadership requires innovation. Decide what you want to innovate. Decide where you're going to be innovative. Decide where you're going to say, I want more and I'm going to do less. And then decide, is this worth it time? Is this worth it learning? Is this worth it energy? Is this worth it time suck? There's going to be things that will suck the time out of you, that will cause you to say, that wasn't on my schedule and I've got to decide whether I'm going to do it or not do it. Is the time suck worth it? Reading 10 pages of a good book every day, 10 pages of a good book every day, that's a time suck. Is it worth it? Is it easy to do? Sure, it's easy to do. Is it easy not to do? Sure, it's easy not to do. You've got to decide what your IPA. Income doesn't always mean money, but income does mean everything that comes into your life. See, what's come into your life this morning? A stubbed toe, unexpected check, a spilled coffee, you name it. That's an IPA. That's an income producing result. See what's happened up and from the moment you woke your eyes, you cracked into consciousness, to this moment right now are IPRs, your income producing results. Look over the last morning, the last half hour, the last 2 hours, and say, are these the results that are building blocks for my future? Or are these the building blocks from the past, my old BS, that I'm trying to build my castle with? Or can I take cabin parts and build my castle? The answer is absolutely, positively no. Your cabin parts can be used in the fireplaces of your new castle. They can be the fuel to inspire you to do more, become more. They can give you the heat on those cold, confused mornings. You're going to have to make a decision. And in making that decision, you are going to rewrite the innovation that's called you. You are going to rewrite the story called you. You are going to rewrite your desire, your belief, your capability, and your capacity. See, here's the three things that you need whenever you go into decision-making process. If you were to draw a triangle, the bottom and the two sides, the bottom is physiology. See, too many of you are trying to make great decisions from a non-moving environment. Your body's not wired up. Your body's not in magnetic mode. Your body's not in movement. So physiology, once you move your physiology and you get up and you decide to move and shake your tail feather and you put some booty into action, Joseph McClendon III says they've literally done some studies, and it's called, hang on. Oh, I just had it. It's not booty. He uses the
your attitude.
Attitude. That's it. Attitude. Your attitude. You got to get your attitude in place. Your attitude will be changed by your attitude. When you shake your tail feather, I dare you, get up and shake that booty. Shake it, boo-boo. Shake your booty. Did he just say shake it, boo-boo? Yeah, shake it, boo-boo. Shake your ass and you'll change your tude. It's literally Joseph McClendon III's word, attitude. And when you change that, when you focus that, when you put a little bit of booty in your breakfast, in your morning, get your tail feather going, you will change your word. Put some music on. Music usually gets your attitude going. See, it's that simple. We want to make it more complicated. We want to understand algorithms, understand attitude, and you'll have a better result. We want to understand scripts, understand attitude. Go study attitude today, and you'll do better than any script you could ever have. Joseph McClendon III says, if you want more, you got to up your attitude. Yeah, and I understand. Well, then Laura, you can, as a true Irishman, I left my attitude in my other pants. Yes, I'd like a 34 waist with a 2x4 butt. Then you can do it. You use the Shakira method. Is it Shakira? No, not Shakira. It is Shakira. You use the hips don't lie-atude. You use the hipsitude. These hips don't lie, la, 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 la. So you got a smile on your face right now. You got a little giggle in your heart. You got a little jump in your morning. This is how you change your day. See, leadership requires innovation. And when you decide to innovate yourself, you have to start to fall in love with yourself. And when you start to fall in love with yourself, you'll start to realize how much you weren't laughing with yourself. So if you get your attitude right, your attitude may change. And if you're shaking your tail feathers, see, some of you have tail feathers. I have a tail feather because there's no butt back there. Are you ready for more? That's what it comes down to. So this conversation brought to you by ketones, this conversation powered by ketones. If you want to better your brain, if you want better focus, better skin, better movement, better overall health, just better, power your brain with ketones. And if you want to get a 5-day trial, reach out to me and I'll get it over to you. Why? Because all that we've talked about, all leadership, all lessons, all books, all videos, all of the information that's available to us can only be deciphered and delivered into your body through your brain. If you look at the 4 boxes that Robbins talks about, there's certainty and belief, potential, action, and results. What's your potential today? I'm asking you, big question. What's your potential today? It's unlimited, right? You could do anything today, anything within your human capabilities, but your potential is unlimited. So your potential drives your actions. Here's the things. Most people don't take unlimited actions. They say, I tried that. And they tried one thing. I tried everything. I tried one thing. I tried everything. Well, I didn't try that, but I tried everything. And their actions are not unlimited actions. They're not full potential actions. So then if your potential is unlimited, but your actions are limited, what are your results? Your results prove that you weren't using your full potential. How many of you, I'm not going to even ask you, drop a P in the chat if you have more potential in you. See, and then the challenge is that you've got your potential, you've got your actions, and then you've got your results, and then your results give you a what? Your results deliver to you what? A belief and a certainty. So then your certainty then says, well, I can't do more of this. So then my certainty says, well, I can't do more of that. So then my potential is I live up to my potential based upon my certainty and my belief that I can do it. So I don't believe I can go do it. So then my potential is I can't go do it. And then my potential produces my actions, which are limiting actions, and then produces shittier results. And then all of a sudden I'm in this downward spiral. And people say, well, I want to go do better actions. I want to go do better actions. I want to go do better actions. You can't do better actions with a limited belief and a limited certainty. You have to unwire, dewire. You have to reprogram. You have to undo all of the certainty and the belief that you currently have. Do you know how hard it is to change your certainty and your belief? See, leadership requires innovation. And what I do spectacularly well is I help people in one quadrant, their beliefs and in their certainties. And when you are tired and when you get frustrated enough and when you get aggravated enough and when you get broke enough and when you get beat up enough and when you say mentally I'm a loser and when you get frustrated enough, you will decide to change your certainty and your belief. You will draw the line in the sand. I'm one of the individuals on the planet that help people draw that line deeper, help them draw a cavern, a canyon of their decision making. And you do not cross back into the unbelief and the uncertainty. You step forward in faith, not back in fear. That's what I do. When people say, what do you do? I say, I help people cross the canyon of disbelief, fill in the gap of what they think they don't have so that they can take one step forward into their frontier, facing fully forward, fully filled with faith, and ready for some fun. Are you ready for love? So leadership requires innovation. If you're ready to innovate, go to 12weekswithsean.com and get started. 12weekswithsean.com, get started. Get that program. You can start today on a 12-week program, a 90-day program that will guarantee you a level of success you've never had before. 12weekswithsean.com. This conversation brought to you by ketones. It does your body better. All right, everybody, there you go. Instagram and where are we? YouTube. I love you bunches. I appreciate you both so very much. Reach out to me for your 5-day sample, and I'll make sure I get it in your hands, and we'll go for there. Listen, I am your head brain training misfit, part of the Amen Institute, part of the Mental Toughness University, part of the Self-Talk Institute. I'll see y'all where? I'll see you at the next event. Till then, thanks, everybody, and bye for now. YouTube, love you bunches. Share this out. Share it with a friend.